Welcome back to Cinejoy Recap. Today we'll be watching a movie which I can guarantee you'll be shocked by the ending. Enjoy the recap. The couple, Janai and Riley, are napping on a bus that is traveling in beautiful open land. They stir and wake up. Riley takes out his camera and starts taking pictures. They arrive at their hotel, put their things away, and look out the window. Next, they are out sightseeing and various other activities while Riley continues to take pictures. They stop to eat and discuss if they can find film for the camera. Riley talks about his love for taking photos. Once again, they go sightseeing. They end up at a church and speak to the pastor who talks to them for a bit about the history of Iceland. Next, they go out with a tour group to the mountainside. All the while, Riley is still taking pictures. They walk up to a waterfall and stand under it, seemingly happy and in love. Next, it is the middle of the night and they are asleep in their hotel room. Janai gets up and notices there is a light coming from outside. She gets up and looks out the window. There is a strange light in the sky that flashes into a blinding light that encompasses everything. Janai looks puzzled. That morning, Riley is up and ready to go. He starts to wake up a sleepy Janai who doesn't want to get up. They go down and find there is no continental breakfast. They decide to head out. Walking down the street, they start to notice that it seems empty. They puzzle over what could be going on. As they continue, they start to yell out to anyone that could hear them. Feeling panicked, they start looking in the buildings, but cannot find anyone. They call their families and no one answers. They end up in a restaurant after walking the whole city looking for other people. The restaurant has TVs and they begin to flip through the channels. The only programs not working are the news shows. They head back to their hotel room. Janai keeps calling and texting her family. Riley is checking the internet trying to find out what's going on. The websites only have yesterday's news. Riley looks for webcams around the world, and they are all empty of life. They leave the hotel in search for other people. They find a car in the middle of the road still in drive. They take the car and their search continues. Janai questions if this could be the rapture. After searching most of the day, they go back to their room and go to bed. The next morning, Riley is once again up and dressed, while Janai is still in bed. He tries to wake her, but she refuses to get up. Later, they are just in the hotel room discussing the possibilities of what happened. Janai continues to worry the apocalypse has happened, and they were left behind. Riley assures her that is not the case. They both finally go to the grocery store and fill up 3 baskets of food. They get their belonging and head to a better place to stay. They end up in a 3-story home. Next, they go clothes shopping. They have fun going around trying on things and picking things out. They appear to go about their days enjoying each other's company. The couple is out in the countryside. Riley is following Janai and taking photos of her. Janai walks to a mountainside pool and starts to remove her clothes and gets in. Riley follows suit. They have sex. They are at the grocery store picking out food. Riley is goofing around in a shopping cart. While skating around in the shopping cart, it flips and he falls and he hits the ground. They get dressed up and eat a romantic dinner. At dinner, Janai is mad at Riley and tells him that he needs to be more careful. It cuts to a scene back at the grocery store and it shows that Riley's arm is bleeding. Riley says he's not going to stop living his life. Janai storms out angrily. Riley eventually promises Janai not to goof around anymore. Janai says all she wants is to go back home. After another day of searching, they are back at their house and the water no longer works. Riley eats a yogurt out of order and Janai is angry as they are supposed to eat them in order of expiration date. She is worried about the food lasting. Riley says he will take care of it. Janai says to just eat the food in the correct order. Time passes as they venture to different sites. Janai continues to try and contact her family. Riley starts to build something to pump water. They decide they want a change of scenery, so they take a weekend trip and pick a place to stay out in the mountains. Riley goes out to get wood for the fireplace and encounters a man. They are both in shock. The man asks for some water. The man's name is Nils. He asks for food. The man is in bad shape. They help him inside and give him some food. The man continues to have coughing fits. The man seems to have accepted his fate. Late that night, while Riley is asleep, Jenny and Nils have a conversation where he confesses that his wife left him. Janai concludes that we are all alone. The next morning, Riley informs Janai that Nils did not make it. They bury him in the cemetery by the lake with his family. Janai gets upset and starts to question why they are even burying the man. Riley doesn't understand why she is getting upset. Janai says that none of it makes any sense. that there has to be someone else. She says it can't just be them and leaves without helping Rylberry Niels. Janai prepares and heads out in search of other people. She goes around marking houses with red duct tape and an X. Once back at home in the city, Janai is cleaning up dinner when her computer dings that she has a message. She is hesitant but hopeful as she goes to open it. The message is from Riley, and Janai is visibly disappointed. The next morning, Riley awakes to find a package on the kitchen table with his name on it. He goes to the kitchen and for the first time turns on the water pumping machine he has made. He goes to the sink and turns on the faucet. As he waits, he opens the package to find that his pictures are developed. As he flips through the pictures, he glances up and sees Janai's sweater outside and gets concerned. He goes outside to take a closer look at the sweater. He looks from the sweater back to the pictures and realizes something. He tosses the pictures and takes off in the vehicle looking for Janai. While he looks, we see the contraption he made is slowly but surely working to bring water to the house. Riley finally finds their other vehicle where they took the swim by the mountain. He runs to the pool and finds that Janai has committed suicide and drowned herself. Riley takes her out of the water and cries over her body. Back at home, the water starts to pour into the sink. Riley then jumps into the water in an attempt to kill himself, but after a while comes up for air. He then attempts to carry Janai back but falls. He leaves Janai's body where it lies and stumbles back to his vehicle. He drives away in a daze. The movie ends. Thank you for your time to watch this movie.